on the homework this week. Doesn't mean I can't do the math though. We're going to jump right into it with your homework. Looking at the first lesson, a lot of review from previous units. So many of this is just recap things that you already should know how to do. But before we dive into percentages, we really want to have these concepts down. So here we go. Rectangle. So we got a rectangle that has a height of 3 and a width of 4.5. So I'm just going to sketch that really quick, and then it says it wants me to give 2 examples of dimensions for this rectangle that could be scaled versions. Okay. Well, we know that scaled versions are going to look just like it, but be either bigger or smaller. So I think an easy number to kind of work with whenever we're scaling something is multiplying the side lengths by 2. Just double everything, and you've got a really easy scale drawing. So if you double the 3 and double the 4.5, you would get a 6 by double 4.5, you get 9. So 6 by 9. And what's another good number to use? Since there's a half there, I think 4 is a really good number to use. You can multiply by 4, it'll come out whole. And of course 3 times 4 is 12, so you could multiply it by 4 and get a 12. So imagine another larger version over here that we're going to multiply all the side lengths by 4. So that becomes a 12 with a 3. And the 4.5 multiplied by 4 becomes an 18 when you multiply those two. Let me show you. 4.5 multiplied by 4, our scale factor. And that gets us an 18. So we could have a 6 by 9, a 12 by 18. We could even keep going and do more, but it only requires us to do 2, so we will stop there. So a 6 by 9 and a 12 by 18 are my 2 choices of making scale copies from this. So we got another one here on number 2 that measures 2 by 7. Okay, so we've got another rectangle here that is 2 by 7 in dimension. And a second one that measures a little bit larger. It's 11 by 37. And the question is, are they scaled copies of each other? Well, if they are scaled copies, then we should be able to multiply the corresponding parts by the same numbers. So whatever we multiply 11 or 2 by to get 11 should work for that one. So let's try it out. So let's try, first of all, what could I multiply by 11 to get, or 2 to get 11? Well, I got to find their quotient. So 5.5. Okay, the question is, does 5.5 work for this one also? That's the question. Well, let's try it out. 7 times 5.5. 7 times 5.5. And it's 30. No, it doesn't work. So we're going to say, briefly explain why. Okay, so no, because corresponding parts don't have a common scale factor. And that's it. Common scale factor. And my spelling is accurate, just the pen's not working for me there. But that's number 1 and number 2.